Okay, so URANTIA book, um, paper 15, um, section 8, energy control, energy control and regulation. And who would like to begin? Tune into this intricate, complex, and deliciously beautiful material.
I'm too grumpy right now.
We like it. We like
Really annoyed all that happened.
we like you grumpy. Grumpy's good.
Grump, grumpiness is energy, Kim.
Is it? Oh,
You're going against it because you think you shouldn't be grumpy. That's all the pain in the universe.
oh gosh.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel I should be grumpy.
Yes, be grumpy. Grumpy as you can, like, oh, I'm so grumpy. Oh
Uh,
my God. Yeah.
uh, yeah.
So, Alison,
Since
would
we're
you
gonna
like to start?
since we're all going to be part of the
All right,
dwarfs,
I'll
I'm going to
start.
be happy.
What's
Kevin,
that,
what were you
Kevin?
saying?
What'd you say?
Since we're going to be part of the seven dwarfs, I'm going to be happy. You can be grumpy. I'll be happy.
I'll be sleepy.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
I'm a freaking Snow White.
Well, I'm the wicked queen.
You
So
are, aren't you?
fuck you all.
Yeah. With all the love in your heart.
Okay, I'll start. My voice is still kind of shaky, so I don't know how long I'll last.
Oh, please shake, keep shaking.
I've just got this like a chest infection thing.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. Anyway, energy control and regulation. Maybe this will help me.
yes.
The headquarters spheres of the super universes are so constructed that they are able to function as efficient power energy regulators for their various sectors, serving as focal points for the directionization of energy to their component local universe,
Mm.
like a power station.
Mm.
They exert a powerful influence over the balance and control of the physical energies circulating through organized space. Further regulated functions are performed by the superuniverse power centers and physical controllers, living and semi-living intelligent entities constituted for this express purpose. That's like me first thing in the morning, probably.
That's crazy. Semi-living. It's like a human
Semi-living.
condition, semi-living, like half incarnated.
Before coffee.
Before yeah, before and
Before, yeah.
so good. Yeah, humankind before and after coffee.
That's like before Christ. BC,
Yes.
AD.
AD, that's it. Before and after, incarnated or
Coffee.
semi-incarnated.
See,
Uh,
semi-living intelligent entities. Oh, okay. Okay. These power centers and controllers are difficult of understanding. The lower orders are not volitional. They do not possess will. They do not choose. Their functions are very intelligent, but apparently automatic
Mm.
and inherent in their highly specialized organization.
Oh,
Wow.
they're like worker ants. You know, ant nest is very intelligent, but the ants.
I was just thinking of the Borg, actually, in Star Trek.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you know the Borg? They're
yeah,
they're a bit like an ant nest as well.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, Inherent in their specialized organization. The power centers and physical controllers of the super universes assume direction and partial control of the 30 energy systems which comprise the graviton domain. The physical energy circuits administered by the power centers of Uversa. I'm really struggling to focus today. The physical energy circuits administered by the power centers of Uversa require a little over 968 million years to complete the encirclement of the super universe.
Wow. Mm.
Is that their years or our years?
Probably our years if it's written here.
Evolving energy has substance. It has weight, although weight
Oh.
is always relative depending on revolutionary velocity, mass, and anti-gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Mass in matter tends to retard velocity in energy. And the anywhere present velocity of energy represents the initial endowment of velocity minus retardation by mass encountered in transit, plus the regulatory function of the living energy controllers of the super universe and the physical influence of nearby highly heated or heavily charged bodies.
Wow.
Mm.
What an
The
amazing
universal plan.
what an amazing discovery this book is. Like every sentence is like, wow, that all these
Well, if
things,
I was a
this
physicist, I might find it interesting, but I don't really.
what did you say?
I don't. If I was a physicist, I might find it quite interesting.
Well,
Might as well be talking about car motors or something to me at the moment.
I love this stuff.
me too. I'm like completely
Yeah,
over the
Why
moon.
doesn't someone who likes it read it? Because I'm not really enjoying this. I'm just like struggling through it.
All right.
One of you guys.
Were you willing to correct me? I will read.
I can correct. Well, Kim can do it. One of us will do it. We'll between us, we'll work it out.
You two precision readers.
Uh,
What did you just call us?
Precision readers.
Precision.
Not nice.
oh, I don't mind that word.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it that you guys are so. The universal plan, is it where we are?
Yep.
Yes.
The universal plan for the maintenance of equilibrium between matter and energy necessitates the everlasting making and unmaking of the lesser material units. The universe power directors have the ability to condense and detain or to expand and liberate varying quantities of energy.
Mm.
given a sufficient duration of retarding influence, gravity would eventually convert all energy into matter, were it not for two factors. First, because the anti-gravity influences of the energy controllers.
Because of
First, because of the anti-gravity influences of the energy controllers, and second, because organized matter tends to disintegrate under certain conditions found in very hot stars and under certain peculiar conditions in space near highly energized cold bodies of condensed matter. When mass becomes over aggregated and threatens to unbalance energy, to deplete the physical power circuits, the physical controllers interfere unless gravity's own further tendency to over-materialize energy is defeated by the occurrence of a collision among the dead giants of space. Jesus. Thus, in an instant, completely dissipating the cumulative collection of gravity. Collections of gravity. In these collisional episodes, enormous masses of matter are suddenly converted into the rarest form of energy, and the struggle for universal equilibrium is begun anew. Eventually, the larger physical systems become stabilized, become physically settled, and are swung into the balanced and established circuits of the superuniverses. Subsequent to this event, no more collisions or other devastating catastrophes will occur in such established systems. It's like music to my ears.
Mm.
Mm. During the times of plus energy, there are power disturbances and heat fluctuations accompanied by electrical manifestations. During times of minus energy, there are increased tendencies for matter to aggregate, condense, and to get out of control in the more delicately balanced circuits, with resultant tidal and collisional adjustments, which quickly restore the balance between circulating energy and more literally stabilized matter. To forecast and otherwise to understand such likely behavior of the blazing suns and the dark islands of space is one of the tasks of the celestial star observers.
They're like the weathermen.
Are the dark islands of space, are they black holes?
No, what
They
I
talk about
don't.
holes.
It's not my understanding of it. They are. Oh, maybe they are, but they talked about like mass, like dead stars and things that don't give out heat or light, but
Oh,
have a huge mass.
Mm.
I mean, there's more to it than that. That's all I can remember.
Have they talked about anti-gravity yet? Because I've read this, I've listened to the book, the whole book last
All
year.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, mostly, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's different when you read it, though, isn't it?
It is. Have they talked about anti-gravity yet?
I don't think so. It's nice having you read, Cole. I can understand what's being said a bit more easily.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm really going sort of like really looking at this, like connecting to the body and looking at the language that I use when something's occurring in my body, which is obviously, altering the physical realm. And I picked up on a very subtle level of not being very kind.
Mm.
Like the thoughts I normally would even notice, I'm starting to notice that how I condemn if something's happening in my body. Let's say there is a pain, discomfort, and I'm looking at my responses to it. They're not very kind.
Mm.
Mm.
And so I'm looking at like how would I communicate with this part of myself that's physical in a kind way and the yeah it's fascinating to how reluctant part of me wants is in connecting to this part of me that's physical.
Mm. Interesting.
It's so interesting and the best I could say now to my body is that I don't really know how to communicate to you.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I have never been taught. I've never been uh, like initiated to that in a way that would be tangible or so anyway, at the moment I'm going like, wow, how do I connect? I really connect to it. And that's why I really like that. That was a word that was really weird, like semi something. Oh,
Semi-living or something?
I don't know where that was.
Early on.
Um, yeah,
Yes. Semi-living intelligent creatures. Is that what you're talking about early on?
something was no something different, but I don't think I'll be able to find it now. Anyway, I'm absolutely digging this because it's basically they're controlling these physical universes, and how could we not necessarily control our physical self? Like you get sick, what you do, you go like, God, I'm sick again. Like right there, that's not very kind, is it?
No, that's a good one for me to look at. I've been, I've been fighting off getting sick. When I was with my daughter, I started to like I had a sore throat and stuff, and I was doing steams and all sorts of stuff, and taking vitamin C and going for walks and just trying to move it, and
Mm,
it got me in the end. And I'm just here. I'm just trying to fight it off. It's
mm.
true. It's not a kind
It's not a kind
thing. It's
thing.
like get out of me.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, like it's an attack.
Instead of so I guess the thing is how am I in relation how can I be in relationship with this
Yes. And
int
particularly
going on?
how to open up that inner ear that could hear the body calling to us and telling us, hey, this is way out of balance. What you put into me, how you talk to me. I mean, we're virtually, yeah, like that opening the ear to hear the body, the physical, communicate.
Mm.
Anyway, that's been amazing to even stop and go like, wow, there's like a blank when it comes to it. We are able to recognize most of the laws governing universe equilibrium and to predict much pertaining to universe stability, particularly our
Practically.
practically. Thank you.
Oh,
Practically, our forecasts are reliable, but we are always confronted by certain forces which are not wholly amenable
Yep.
to the laws of energy control, a matter behavior known to us. The predictability of all physical phenomena becomes increasingly difficult as we proceed outward in a universe from paradise.
Universes.
Universes from paradise. See, that's like the thing. Like we pretty much live on a periphery somewhere.
Yeah.
As we pass beyond the borders of the personal administration of paradise rulers, we are confronted with increasing inability, which is the same thing, isn't it? To reckon in accordance with standards established and the experience acquired in connection with observations have exclusively to do with the physical phenomena of the nearby astronomic system. Even in the realms of the seven universes, we are living in
Seven Superuniverses.
the realm of seven superuniverses. We are living in the midst of force, action, and energy reactions which pervade all our domains and extend in unified equilibrium on through all regions of outer space. The further out we go, the more certainly we encounter those variational and unpredictable phenomena which are so unerringly characteristic of the unfathomable presence performances of the absolute and experiential deities. And this phenomenon must be indicative of some universal over-control of all things. The super universe of Arvonton is apparently now running down. The outer universes seem to be winding up for unparalleled future activities. The central Havana universe is eternally stabilized. Gravity and absence of heat, cold, organize and hold matter together. Heat and anti-gravity disrupt matter and dissipate energy. The living power directors and force organizers are the secret of the special control and intelligent direction of the endless metamorphosis of universe making, unmaking, and remaking. Nebulae may disappear. No.
Disperse.
Yes. Nebulae may disperse, suns burn out, systems vanish, and planets perish. But the universe do
Yes.
not, but universes do not run down. Wow, that's amazing, huh?
Mm.
What a complex creation.
Mm. My little mind wants to really understand it, thinks it does, and then goes, oh, maybe no, trying to conceptualize it in some sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I have no idea.
But for me, it always dislodges the old structures that I made up.
Yeah.
You know, we made up certain shape of it all, and then start reading this, and it reshapes everything.
Yeah, it's doing it.
In that way, it is manipulated to think differently and awaken to the different receptivity. I mean, in this world, we have five senses, and then like pretty much everything is based on those five senses.
Mm.
This is introducing, 50 to 200 and something different sensations with which to be aware of.
Well, I mean, that last section that we've just read, I mean, what I get from it overall is how much control of the bigger picture there is going on all the time, which we had no idea about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. Beautiful. Mm.
I had this
It's
image
not,
when you said body cold, and you went to the feeling body, and I went to the mental body. And you said body, I thought Urantia is like a little atom in our body,
Yeah,
and with
that's
all
it.
these influences that go around the body,
Mm-hmm.
and the body's working for good, trying to control it. Things are coming and going, expand.
right.
Heat. So the universe is probably based on the body's probably based on the bigger picture of the super universes and if you know what I mean. I'm like
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
a little microcosm our body and like a little atom, and then on the atom there's little
All right.
Anthony there trying to figure it out. We're all
It's almost like a living organism. There's all these different microorganisms, which we do have in our bodies.
yeah.
All these microorganisms and all these different things, even within cells. There's, like, you take one cell, it has a nucleus and all the other stuff that's going on in there.
it has things attacking it, heat, cold.
Yep.
It has, it's transmitting
Thoughts,
things
feelings,
from one place to another.
Yeah.
yep.
And
Emotions.
something is controlling it all. Something is creating it, holding it together. We have no idea, which is God, I guess.
Mm.
We have no conscious control over.
No, we don't.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's my mind wanting to put it into a mental realm, but sometimes I get
It
about,
is a good analogy.
but sometimes I just want to put it into a feeling realm as well, and I find that a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Mm.
Takes over.
Mm. Well, I've encountered really nice. I was on YouTube and I just encountered this is a whole book that takes 1 hour to read or listen to, and it's called Speak to Heal.
Mm.
And I'll send you the link to it because I find it absolutely right on the money when it comes to this communication to the body. And it explains so much of how just the way we construct our sentences are basically crucifying us.
Yeah.
It's like just the way we say things create that pain and create the abuse in the body, like the attack, the thoughts that attack us, that
Yeah.
thought is an attack upon myself. It's like judgments. And so it was very inspiring to a point where I just copied the whole book in a way.
You sent that other link about speaking blessings to ourselves as well.
Yeah, That's yeah, that comes from Neville Goddard.
Neville Goddard, yeah.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Mm. Yes, it's the reconstructing this language that we're basically inherited in some way. You know, like you listen to your parents speak, and you listen to your friends speak, and teachers,
Mm.
and we it's not very kind to the self
No.
necessarily, unless you have developed that super sensitivity, where even like establishing kindness towards body. How kind are we, and how receptive are we to when a body? They're basically saying, like, if you have pain, the body is just trying to reach you, saying, "Hey, sweetie, you know, you just been nailing me and hitting me hard," and we go like, "Oh, not this pain again," you know, rather than really tuning in and going, "What is it that I'm doing? That's this body is now reflecting to me
Yeah.
that I
I mean,
have."
it's interesting, like how a modern health system, all it does is pound down on the symptoms. It just like cranks down on the symptoms so you don't have the symptoms anymore, but it doesn't deal with, it doesn't deal with the source. And that's that's a reflection of probably exactly what you're talking about,
Mhm.
Cole.
Yes, and it's very
So,
subtle because I was trying
yeah,
I was even trying to tune into like how could I refine actually said actually it was actually quite emotional state I got into and go like, wow, I have no idea how to talk to this body in a way so it becomes happy.
Yeah. I can feel so much grief inside myself. A lot
Yeah,
so horrible to myself.
yeah,
Self, body.
yeah, and I
But,
really
but
got into. Mhm.
and not so subtly.
Yeah, for sure.
it's an interesting point you're bringing up, Cole. I think that's really, you know, possibly that's the way through for us with
I think
Mm.
so.
what's going on in the world. Is this
Yes.
how are we like, because there's so much unkindness going on.
Yeah, yeah.
How can we be more kind in our relationship to the
Hmm.
thing we are physically closest to, which is our body?
Yeah, yeah.
In relationship, not just, carting around this thing that causes us pain sometimes.
There's one line somewhere in the course of love. I don't know where that is either, where it talks about something about living in this thing that you don't even know what it is, you know? Oh, we
Right.
don't know this body. We don't know, like, what makes body body? Like, what's the cause of it? What causes it to be so? You know, what's the cause of the body? Like, what makes body to function the way it does without us even consciously, like digestion and the whole system just works, like it creates chemistry inside to digest, to assimilate, to eliminate, to we don't even control it. Like even the heartbeat just keeps going. What causes that heartbeat to be, you know?
The
Mm.
best health practices throughout the world are holistic, and they've been going on for thousands of years. You look at Ayurveda,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chinese
they
medicine.
do. That is what
Yeah.
they rebalance the imbalance where the imbalance is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating. Anyway, I'll send you the link to this because it was
Yeah, great.
really,
Thanks.
it really broke me down in a way because I feel so, like on emotional feeling level, mental level, I feel so good, but the body goes, "Hello, I'm suffering, I'm choking," you know.
Yeah, like when everyone keeps telling themselves, "Oh, I'm getting older," like
That's it. That's the
it's like,
language.
oh my, so they're just expecting things to break down and
Yep.
disintegrate, and
Yep.
why?
Yep.
Like.
I know.
Um, yeah, it's just so we create it by expecting it, and I don't know, something like that.
Anyway, this is my latest focus. I'm going like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can correct this somewhere. There
Will
might
you send
be,
that to the Urantia page?
yeah. I'll send the messenger.
Mm,
Yeah.
great.
Maybe I put the link under this talk, um, under this read as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, darlings. So that was perfect, actually. I was just really enjoying that because I'm going like, wow, they are struggling with the physical energies that are flowing in, and you know, we also have this heat within ourselves. Yeah, like I used to be so warm, and now comes the winter, and I'm so cold. You know, like
Yeah.
everything becomes like, gosh, I'm cold. I need to really heat up. Um, so particularly the whole aging thing is just a fascinating thing, and we're all getting there.
There we go. See?
You feel how the body, what the body does. Yeah,
Maybe that's one of the ways we're unkind to ourselves. It's like what Kim was saying, that we expect it's going to start breaking down because we're getting older. There are people who live, there's one society, I can't remember where it is, where they say 76 is the prime age. It's the age where you're going to be at your peak, physical peak.
hmm
Can't
Wow.
remember what society that was. And I thought, wow, that's
Yeah,
so different from a lot of people think they're getting old by the time they're 50. Come on.
I know, right? So come
But when I
on.
was 60, I was going like, fuck, this is like best time of my life. I could just have such an awakened system, like everything was so
Yeah.
alive.
How old are you now, Cole?
I'm 67.
It's only 7 years later. Hurry up.
Yeah, such a big difference. But the one thing that happened, I was a lot on a computer recording all the texts and everything. I've got about 3,000 videos on YouTube. And I think sitting around wasn't the best thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Barry, my friend Barry, who recorded all these audios, I reckon he knocked himself out through this, sitting around and not moving much.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to my brother too. He worked on computers all day, came home and did stuff on screens all night,
Yeah.
and
And
but he died at 46.
Oh,
going out there with a chainsaw and clearing out, and
Leaving 100
You can
bales.
still do those things.
yeah, it's time to, yeah.
I actually feel like I'm almost at the physical peak now. Like the last week, I did 4 shows, which are 45 minutes an hour, so it's 4 hours, high energy. Doing, I'm doing 10 or 12 shows a week, and I
Wow,
feel just as strong as I was when I was 25-year-old.
amazing.
As long as I don't eat sugar, if I
hmm
eat sugary stuff, and I seem to hurt myself.
Yeah,
mm.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
that's for sure.
but even saying that, I'm going, oh, should I say that? Am I going to jinx myself? Don't be
Mhm.
up yourself. Don't be so cocky. All these beliefs,
hmm Yeah,
but I feel
yeah.
pretty good but then my mind is going, I'm getting a bit older, and it's just in the consciousness of
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, you can answer that though. You can say, yeah, and look at me, I'm at my physical peak and it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're
I'm
not 76 yet, are you?
eh?
You're not 76 yet, are you?
No,
Mhm.
I'm 60, no, yeah, 59.
Mm. Well, my mom lived up to 93, and my goodness, she ate the cheapest flour, you know.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
She lived on sugar. My mom lived on sugar virtually. Like everything was sweetened in some way. The yogurts, they were always sweetened. She she bought everything in a supermarket. There's nothing organic about, she bought the cheapest possible. you know. She was never sick, never.
Yeah.
When I was little, I said to her, "What? The mothers are never sick, or what?" You know, like it did not exist in our realm, a mother being sick at all. But her diet was the only thing she did every day. She was in bed by 8:30.
Right.
That was her thing. It's like, okay, 8 o'clock, I better get going. And 8:30, lights out.
I actually saw a thing about Alzheimer's and how you can actually reduce the plaque in your brain by going to bed. By the hours you spend asleep before midnight, it actually has a healing thing
Mm-hmm.
that goes on that clears the plaque. Anyway, whatever that means. But I have been I've been sleeping much better since I've been having earlier nights, even if I wake up early.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Yeah, I go to bed about 8:30 now and get up at 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder you feel good.
Yeah.
What time do you go, Kim?
Oh,
I go late. I never seem to be able to get to sleep lately. I was never like that before. So I don't know. But, when I was looking after the grandson, I was exhausted. I slept really well. I just don't think I'm working my body hard enough, maybe,
Mm.
even though I do the kung fu and everything. Because,
Yeah.
it was such a contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm not working. So, but when I was working, I was sitting down, but I guess I used a lot of mental energy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
yeah, there's something. Yeah, but I can't get myself to bed early because I don't know what happens. I just can't do it. I won't do it. I won't. I fight. Yeah. Sometimes I fall asleep on the sofa and I sleep quite well. And then I wake up and go to bed and can't sleep.
Kevin,
I've
Kevin,
got these very bad habits. Yeah.
Kevin comes and sleeps in while we're eating. Look at him.
But my whole life, I've never been early morning person. Um, yeah. If it's dark outside, no, I should be in bed. I don't know. Anyway.
So shall we see if we sneak one more in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to say, last night I had some great flying dreams.
Did you?
Just like doing
Oh,
great up into the sky and then diving down and flying around. It was
wow.
lovely.
I had a dream I met David Bowie.
I met him about 2 months ago in a dream.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was riding along on I don't know what it was, and I was playing this strange little instrument, and he heard me and he wanted to make a song.
Yeah, there you
It was
go.
so weird. It was so weird. Yeah, he was standing in the middle of the road, and I said, "Oh, you're David Bowie." He goes, "Yeah." And it was just so stupid. Anyway, uh,
All right, shall we hit the 9
Who's
circle?
going to read?
I can read. I'll give it a go. Number 9, circuits of the superuniverses.
Hmm.
The universal circuits of paradise do actually pervade the realms of the 7 superuniverses. These presence circuits are the personal gravity of the universe.
Personality.
Sorry, it's going to be a bit like that, I think. The personality gravity of the Universal Father, the spiritual gravity of the Eternal Son, the mind gravity of the conjoint actor, and the material gravity of the Eternal Isle. In addition to the universal paradise circuits, and in addition to the presence performances of the absolutes and the experiential deities, their function within the superuniverse space level, only two energy circuit divisions or power segregations, the superuniverse circuits and the local universe circuits. There's a big... The superuniverse circuits. 1. The unifying intelligence circuit of one of the seven master spirits of paradise. Such a cosmic mind circuit is limited to a single superuniverse. 2. The reflective service circuit of the seven reflective spirits in each superuniverse. 3. The secret circuits of the mystery monitors, in some manner interassociated and routed by Divinington to the Universal Father on Paradise. 4. The circuit of the intercommunion of the Eternal Son with his Paradise sons. Wow. 5. The flash presence of the infinite spirit.
Flash. Is it flash?
Flash, yeah, flash. No idea. 6. The broadcasts of paradise. The space reports on Havona.
Oh, Havona.
Of Havona. 7. The energy circuits of the power centers and the physical controllers. Okay. The local universe circuits. The bestowal spirit of the paradise sons. The comforter of the bestowal worlds. The spirit of truth. The spirit of Michael on Urantia. Yeah. I'm just feeling that one.
Yeah. Nice.
2. The circuit of the divine ministers, the local universe mother spirits, the Holy Spirit of your world. 3. The intelligence ministry circuit of the universe, the local universe, including the diversely functions of the adjunct mind spirits. When there develops such a spiritual harmony in a local universe that is individual and combined circuits its individual and combined circuits become indistinguishable from those of the superuniverse. When such identity of function and oneness of ministry actually prevail, then does the local universe immediately swing into the settled circuits of light and life, becoming at once eligible for admission into the spiritual confederation of the perfected union of the super creation. the requisites for admission to the councils of the Ancients of Days, membership of the Universe Confederation are: 1. Physical stability. The stars and planets of a local universe must be in equilibrium.
Mm.
The periods of intermediate stellar metamorphosis.
Immediate.
The periods of immediate stellar metamorphosis must be over. The universe must be proceeding on a clear track. Its orbit must be safely and finally settled. 2. Spiritual loyalty. There must exist a state of universal recognition of and loyalty to the sovereign God, the sovereign Son of God, who presides over the affairs of such a local universe. There must have come into being a state of harmonious cooperation between the individual planets, systems, and constellations of the entire local universe. Your local universe is not even reckoned as belonging to the settled physical order of the super universe, much less as holding membership in the recognized spiritual family of the super government. Although Nebadon does not yet have representation on Uversa, we of the super universe government are dispatched to its worlds on special missions from time to time. Even as I have come to Urantia directly from Uversa, we lend every possible assistance to your directors and rulers in the solution of their difficult problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think they're listening.
There's a lot of energies going on in this world. We are desirous of seeing your universe qualified for full admission into the associated creations of the super universe family.
So am I.
Amen.
Wow. I think I just feel like we're moving further and further from it at the moment. Anyway, it has to come back to being a personal thing.
Mm.
Oh.
You're on mute, Cole.
We don't even know how this is affecting us on how many different levels.
How this being.
Yeah, and no, just this whole book, how it's
Oh, right. Yeah.
talking to us on such different frequencies that just like Curse of Love, he goes, don't try to study this book, just let it wash over you. Yeah, let it just come to you. Don't try to learn this. And I think this is very similar in some way, that it gives us this concept that just exquisite. I found it actually very body soothing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel quite emotional. I don't know why. I just feel like
I love that about you, brother.
it
That's not like you, Anthony.
feels
No,
like
it's such a change.
like such a little mind here. I just don't know what I'm saying. Just feel very lost and useless in this. Yeah, I don't know. Just uh,
Yeah, beautiful.
lost, helpless.
Yeah. And one shouldn't be lost and one shouldn't feel helpless, right?
Never.
Yes. You gotta be strong and gotta be tough. Mm.
But I also would feel really hopeful too, like just the mass of helpers,
Mm.
like the massive help. It's all
Yeah.
pushing us towards love and light
Yeah.
somehow.
And a clarification, like, it is a revelation. This whole thing is just revealing the unknown. We're becoming aware of things we would have not even dreamed. I mean, some of these things they say in here,
Mm.
wow, how privileged do I feel to be on this, to be actually be able to share that something in the whole universe or whole cosmos shares this material with us. Mm.
It has made me feel reading this book so much more hopeful.
Yep.
Even though I'm feeling hopeless, it's like
Yes.
at times.
Yeah, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like there is so
Warming
much
up.
more than what we know.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this that section 8 again. I would probably read the whole lot again, but when I read the title Energy Control and Regulation, when I first saw it, I thought of the body.
Mm.
Oh, so maybe it's a useful thing for me to go through again, especially after what you said, Colin. Oh, both of you, actually.
Mm.
What you said too, Anthony, about seeing the body system. There's a theme.
Hey Kevin, can you send me the link to the recordings?
Yeah, Cole's got just you just go to Cole's what's the name website because I don't have I have to go
Oh,
there
okay.
myself.
Did you just send that to our Urantia group on Messenger?
You're on mute,
You're on
Cole.
mute.
Yeah,
I,
any
I,
videos you look at, Anthony, they go from Cole's website, and you can look up all the other ones from any video you click on that goes to his.
Sorry, Cole, what did you say? Did you just send it to the Messenger group, the Urantia Messenger group?
yeah, yeah, yes, that's where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
And Anthony, what did you say you wanted?
I just the link to the website to the Urantia readings, but
I can send you the whole playlist.
yeah, thank you.
Most welcome, brother. right, darlings, how are we? Shall we leave it at that and continue next Thursday, or are you still in for one more? I'm easy.
Sure. Let's see if we can.
I'm in for one more.
Oh, yeah.
One more now?
Yeah. Are you?
Oh, I can do that.
Right.
Found it.
Happy. You want to read, Kim?
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll have a read. Is that all right with everyone to keep going? Okay.
Very much so.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
10. Rulers of the Superuniverses. The headquarters of the Superuniverses are the seats of the high spiritual government of the time-space domains. The executive branch of the supergovernment, taking origin in the councils of the Trinity, is immediately directed by one of the 7 master spirits of supreme supervision, beings who sit upon seats of paradise authority and administer the super-universes through the 7 supreme executives stationed on the 7 special worlds of the infinite spirit, the outermost satellites of paradise. The super-universe headquarters are the abiding places of the reflective spirits and the reflective image aids. Oh dear. From this midway position, these marvellous beings conduct their tremendous reflectivity operations, thus ministering to the central universe above and to the local universes below. Each super-universe is presided over by 3 ancients of days, the joint chief executives of the super-government. In its executive branch, the personnel of the super-universe government consists of 7 different groups. 1. Ancients of days. 2. Perfecters of wisdom. 3. Divine counselors. 4. Universal censors. 5. Mighty messengers. 6. Those high in authority. 7. Those without name and number.
Ah,
Oh, the 3 ancients of days are immediately assisted by a corps of 1 billion perfecters of wisdom.
Wow.
A vast,
Billion
vast.
in each universe. You're kidding.
with whom are associated 3 billion divine counselors. 1 billion universal censors are attached to each super-universe administration. These 3 groups are coordinate Trinity personalities, taking origin directly and divinely in the Paradise Trinity.
Mm.
The remaining 3 orders, mighty messengers, those high in authority, and those without name and number, are glorified ascendant mortals. The first of these orders came up through the ascendant regime and passed through Havona in the days of Grand Fanda.
Grand Fanda. What's Fanda is what I want to know.
This sounds funny.
Well, we can look it up.
Having attained paradise, they were mustered into the core of the finality. embraced by the Paradise Trinity, and subsequently assigned to the supernal service of the Ancients of Days. As a class, these three orders are known as Trinitized Sons of Attainment. Being of dual origin, but now of Trinity service. Dual origin, okay. Thus was the executive branch of the super-universe government enlarged to include the glorified and perfected children of the evolutionary worlds.
Wow. You with me, guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I found Grand Fender
Mm-hmm.
occurs 18 times in the text. Definition: the first ascended mortal to reach Havana. He was a, it wasn't a she. He, Jesus, he was a pilgrim from a planet in super universe number 1. And that's just, yeah, that's just like a,
Right.
Interesting. Right.
from the
Yes, yes.
universe number 1. We are in universe number 5, I think. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Oh, I'm happy to be wrong. Possibly wrong about everything.
I wonder how long ago that was. Ah, okay. Will I keep going?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. The Coordinate Council of the Super Universe is composed of the 7 executive groups previously named and the following sector rulers and other regional overseers. One, Perfections of Days, the rulers of the Super Universe major sectors. 2, Recents of Days, the directors of the Super Universe minor sectors. 3, Unions of Days, the Paradise advisors to the rulers of the local universes. 4, Faithfuls of Days, the Paradise counsellors to the most high rulers of the constellation governments. 5, Trinity teachers' sons, who may chance to be on duty at Super Universe headquarters. Okay. 6, Eternals of Days, who may happen to be present at Super Universe headquarters. 7, the 7 reflective image aids, the spokesman of the 7 reflective spirits, and through them representatives of the 7 master spirits paradise. The reflective image aids also function as the representatives of numerous groups of beings who are influential in the super universe governments, but who are not at present, for various reasons, fully active in their individual capacities. Embraced within this group are the evolving super universe personality manifestation of the Supreme Being, the unqualified supervisors of the Supreme, the qualified vice-gerents of the ultimate, the unnamed liaison, reflectivators. Oh, I like that one.
Oh.
Reflectivators.
Of Majeston.
Reflectivate. Well, that's a beautiful word, isn't it?
Yeah. Liaison reflectivator.
Reflectivator.
Of Majeston.
Majeston.
I love that word, reflectivator.
Must be some being that reflects back, so
Yeah.
you can learn. I don't know.
Well, it happens. When someone gives you a really honest feedback, like that they dare to share. How does it really feel to experience you in their system? Not with a malicious intent, but more with a loving intent to reflect. Just like that thing, like, do you remember when we did that little game, like, I'm receiving the gift of your presence, or I'm receiving gift of your thing? This is so powerful because we begin to reflect to the other. What are they offering us? How does they feel in our spheres from a divine perspective? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
That word kind of covers it for me in a way of like, if you can be truly honest without filters, without thing, and just really say what's out there. Like, sometimes people give me feedback. It wasn't very nice, but it was profound. Like you go like, oh gosh, is that how I feel in you? But that was so highly corrective because, I would have not believed that I could be reflecting in someone in such a way. So very awakening to like unconscious behaviors. Yeah.
Very long sentence. I don't know where to. So we're up to the unnamed liaison reflectivators of Majeston and the superpersonal spirit representatives of the eternal sun. At almost all times, it is possible to find representatives of all groups of created beings on the headquarters worlds of the superuniverses. The routine ministering work of the superuniverses is performed by the mighty Seconofim and by other members of the vast family of the infinite spirit. In the work of these marvelous centers of super-universe administration, control, ministry, and executive judgment, the intelligences of every sphere of universal life are mingled in effective service, wise administration, loving ministry, and just judgment. The superuniverses do not maintain any sort of ambassadorial representation. They are completely isolated from each other.
It's amazing.
They know of mutual affairs only through the Paradise Clearinghouse, maintained by the seven master spirits. Their rulers work in the councils of divine wisdom for the welfare of their own super-universes, regardless of what may be transpiring in other sections of the universal creation. This isolation of the super-universes will persist until such time as their coordination is achieved by the more complete factualization, the personality sovereignty of the evolving experiential supreme being.
Evolving. Experiential supreme being. Wow. Oh, beautiful.
I really don't like that word executive for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Just sounds like a public service to me. Well, different.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm.
Sounds very final, like they get the final say.
Mm.
We also must be projecting ideas what that all is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear something and you have to make up a story based on all the information that's stored in your system to project onto whatever that might look like. I guess we hear one word and we all have a different experience. I was just thinking, like, when Alison hears the eternal sun, she just lights up. When I hear supreme being, I melt. You know,
Mm.
like having a somewhere in my system, in all the receptive centers, somewhere there's a reflection of what that really truly looks like. Yeah, and I think we all have that in some way.
Yeah, I feel like that with Michael of Nebadon.
Right.
I just like, oh,
I mean, it touches you, right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
just like this loving energy through Christ, everything, through the universe.
Oh, I love that.
Really,
When you share that, I'm having an experience of you having that divine experience.
yeah,
Mm.
Because my receptive centers are tuned to that quality of that refined something that's in you.
mm,
And now you're communicating it with words, but at the same time, I'm not only receiving that, I'm receiving your texture, the way you speak it, the way it vibrates,
yeah.
and tuning into you, like how I've almost like you send me that feeling of it, the experience of it through the uh, you know more like a
Feeling realm.
feeling realm that communicates so perfectly in a way because it sends me the experience rather than the mental description forever trying to nail it just mentally.
Because sometimes I'm reading this and I've got no feeling realm and I just don't, I can't. And other times I kind of slip into a feeling realm of, and same when other people are reading. There's the words and then there's the
Mm-hmm.
connection
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
It really is a bit mind combobic. Yeah, speak.
What's yours, Kim?
I'm not sure.
What word touches you
Yeah.
when you read about it? You go like, "Oh God, this really interests me," or is there a one word that moves you, or Kevin? You know,
Yeah, I think it was grumpy. Yeah.
you're a legend, man.
Uh, yeah, no, I don't think there's really one yet, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no pressure. Just checking if there is something that lands in.
I Googled executive function for some reason, and it's come up with executive function disorder, EFD. I think I've got it.
Well, where did you look? Did you look in a glossary of Urantia, or did you look somewhere else?
No, just normal Google. Yeah.
You guys have this
Yeah, somewhere.
link to there's a Urantia book fellowship
Yeah, you sent it.
that has glossary and just everything's so organized here. You can look it up on different places.
I think I was meant to see this. Executive dysfunction can manifest in many ways, including difficulty with planning and organization, trouble prioritizing tasks, managing time and organizing belongings. That's me. And there's problems with working memory,
Oh, that's
challenging.
right. That's all to do with ADHD and
Yeah,
I
executive
was going to
so,
say,
dysfunction.
oh my God. No wonder I hate the word executive.
Mhm.
What causes? Oh my goodness.
It's like executive execution.
Oh, dear. Anyway.
Beautiful.
Um,
All right, so we done today?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, no, I reckon we could go on to the end of the
How far are we?
end of the paper. No, it's too far away. It's all right.
Yeah.
Not that far off, but yeah.
That's 3 chapters, four
Yeah, you know, that's quite a few.
4 chapters.
Yeah.
What?
The Deliberative Assembly, the Supreme Tribunals, the sector governments.
All right.
Yeah, it's very
There's a bit there.
yeah, it's a lot.
Let's leave it at that one.
Hey.
Wonderful,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. It's so exciting, amazing.
Sorry about the beginning.
Oh, never a problem, honey.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
No problem.
It's good.
Beautiful.
Okay. We all done? I'll end it.
Yep.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone. See you.
Thanks for putting up with the URANTIA book, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.